1975. 2 million Cambodians are killed by an army of children.
Ten years ago, in the small East African country of Rwanda, 800,000 people were slaughtered by their own government.
Authorizing a 26,000 United Nations African Union peacekeeping force into the Darfur region of Sudan. But it doesn't matter. Sudan's President al-Bashir has said for years, no UN peacekeepers to Darfur. That's it. So with all due respect, every day while we wait, more of Darfur's women are being raped repeatedly.
Let's talk about it. Cambodia, 1975. Mortar shell shocks, people fleeing by the flock. The Khmer Rouge invasion, just a moment too shy. Bloodshed quickly filled the streets. Knock, knock, breaking through doors, busted glass. People dragged and pulled out of their homes. Many tried to escape the grasp, but you can only run so far before a NATO round catches you in the dome. Soldiers in red quickly filled the streets. Tanks and crazy communist maniacs shooting, killing in a heartbeat. In their eyes they showed an evil in progress. One by one, we were loaded, then taken to a place called death. As they protested to why, quickly they reloaded, pointed and yelled, and then shot at the rest.
Hey yo, the feeling is sick, still gives me the chills, thinking about what had happened in Cambodia. In the killing fields, people dying left and right for a cause uncertain. A radical regime was bent on making each person to give up ownership to rights and personal properties. Kicked everyone out of their homes to lurk in poverty. Denied a choice to decide how you could live. Forced everyone to work with guns poking your ribs. Imagine this, a 16-hour work shift with no break. Lunch was a fistful of rice and rain was all you could drink. Your daily wages was staying alive, but if you're dead to complain, a bullet large inside your skull was your prize. Anybody educated would get instant execution. If you had any smarts, you'd shut up and play stupid. The stench of death was everywhere you went. All of this bloodshed for a cause that made no kind of sense.
Imagine yourself running out of time, waiting in line before entering through them hell gates, walking in and witnessing them murdering their own kind. Imagine yourself a part of a genocide. Unlike suicide, you had to abide by them tyrannical rules, using each human being involved as their death tools. Imagine crying at night all alone, wondering where's your mom, where's your dad? It feels like you're talking on the phone and then all of a sudden, nothing but a dial tone. Ask yourself this question, aren't you glad? Imagine each part of your body covered inch by grenade shrapnels. Blood covered, the pain unbearable. Everybody is just staring, looking at you, now rendered useless.
My heart goes out to everybody that faced these tragedies and Holocaust, where many family members were casualties. Gradually, the wounds healed but left with scars. Some are still haunted by these memories and left in distraught. Sadly though, not every evildoer is in prison. They just slip through our so-called justice system. So much death and destruction these wars have brought. Seemed like a slap on the wrist was all these murderers got. So I can't help but feel the victims of a Holocaust from all parts of the world to every life that was lost. It's sad to know what's happening now. Darfur is going through genocide, famine, and drought. But are we too busy to stop a moment and care? Man, at least take a minute and give them prayer. They deserve to live life about as much as you do. I'm sure you want some help too if this happened to you.
Hear me out, listen to me now. Every day we live, we think of ourselves. But for one moment, try humbling yourselves. Think about the people, don't ask me how. Listen to their story, their testimony. Bring yourself into their lives. Try understanding and relating to their spoken story. History in the making is you making a difference to many lives. By realizing the truth in between the lines, you hold the key to each day in making it easier for the people in bad times. As you go through each day, I ask that you pray. Pray for the ones that have lost their whole family tree. For the people who are stuck in chaos for a moment, they can be set free. Pray that your thoughts will become words and your words, actions.
A mother of three, with a husband just searching for hope. Stuck in this modern day Holocaust, so hard just to cope. A rebel regime overthrowing the government troops, knocking out doors, invading home, and all hell breaks loose. Especially when they're separated from her husband and kids. Moved to concentration camps and forced to work in the fields. She surrendered just to avoid any blood being spilled, only to find her husband and kids been recently killed. The pain is agonizing, crushing what is left of her heart. She could easily let go and let it all fall apart, but she's determined. Living was a purpose she wouldn't fail. Help the folks that suffered with her to escape from this hell. Made it through a refugee camp, started a new family, sponsored by America, where she's living free and happily. It's a wonder how she could smile at all. You could call her an unsung hero, but I call her my mom.